As many of you will know, I've spent the last 9 weeks training for my first ever half marathon, and a couple of days ago I fell down a flight of stairs and ended up with a grade 2 sprain on my ankle, which is really not the exact situation I would have liked just under 2 weeks out from race day. And I guess at first I was feeling extremely frustrated that I'd poured my all into my training over the past 9 weeks and dedicated hours to running just to have one moment potentially change all of that. Frustrated that this happened, and almost frustrated at myself for feeling like I should have been more careful and not the clumsy klutz that I usually am. And here's the thing, I know that this is about so much more than just running a race, and there will be many more races to come. But when you've been training for something and looking forward to something and even had an idea in your head of how the day was going to unfold, it just kind of sucks ass a little bit when all of that goes tits up. Hence where my frustration was coming from. However, I guess this whole situation reminded me that no matter how much we plan ahead, we can't really run away from the idea that life doesn't give a shit about your plans sometimes. And it's going to throw curveballs and roadblocks in your way, sometimes when you don't need them the most. But that's just life, right? And we can't always plan for it. All we can really do is just be available for it. And I'm one of those people that is a big believer in everything happens for a reason, that there's a bigger purpose behind why this happened. And although I might not be able to see it right now, I know that there's a lesson pending from this. Something that this can teach me, something that I can learn from. And yeah, my mindset may be a little bit optimistic or sound a little bit woo-woo to some, but I like to live my life from knowing that I can't change what has happened. I can't go back and change the past. The only thing I have control over right now is the way in which I choose to respond and react. I get to choose which perspective I hold. Do I let this be the thing that breaks me, knocks me down and defeats me? Or do I let this be just merely another challenge that builds my character and adds a little bit of spice to the story? So for now, I'll continue to remain hopeful that I'll have a speedy recovery and cross that line in Barcelona in just over a week, making this situation even more worth it. But until then, feel free to join me over the next week of my recovery. While you're there, you wouldn't mind sending some healing vibes to my ankle, I'd very much appreciate it. So here's to pushing past challenges, dusting ourselves the fuck off and getting shit done.